Start with some basics on the spiral ride.
What I thought I'd go over now would be the spiral ride, because the spiral ride and the stand-up go together. It's like two sides of the same coin. If you know how to defend against one, you know how to defend against the other. Okay, now, suppose this man is down. Okay, he's down the bottom there. Now, when I get on top of this guy, I want to be very, very tight. I want my hips to just be glued to his hips. Okay, and the same when we start wrestling. I got to hang on to this guy's hips, just like dig my fingernails in and just hang on for dear life. Okay, you get your arm wrapped around here. Now, the new rule in high school is you can put a hand right like this. Now, if I was in high school again or in college again, that's what I would do, is I would put my hand just like this. Because look, if you're here like this, and you want to get underneath his elbow faster than he can get his elbow back to his hip, then you've got to switch your hand all the way from this position all the way over to here to get it under. But if you're right here, all you got to do is shove it under. Okay, so that's a pretty basic little fine point that will really help you out, because it's only a fraction of a second that he's going to take to get his elbow right to there. Okay, so you've got to win this race first to get hand control. Okay, and now a lot of guys I don't know what your coach is going to tell you, but a lot of guys now can start like this. It's a rule. You can start like this, and a lot of guys do it. But if I don't want to let this guy escape and give him a takedown, I would never start like that. Okay. A lot of people say, well, it'll be good because then you can come crashing down on top of the guy and keep his weight down and stuff. That's wrong, okay? You're giving the guy a position when you're not wrapping this arm around the belly button, okay? This arm should always go around the belly button. Now you've got control of this man. Okay, then from here I would start right like this. If you want to start like this, which I had to do all during college, that's fine too. But I kept this arm just about like this so that I could quickly just boom right to there, you know? I put it way in back here, just so I could go quickly into there. Okay, now, you probably noticed by now that's going to be your first move, is right to there. Okay, now once I'm here, I either put my hand deep inside these thighs here to keep him hidden from his attacking them. See, if he wants to defend against my spiral ride, he's going to have to reach all the way down in there, peel my hands out, and get hand control. So I keep him from getting hand control by shoving my hands down deep inside his thigh. And if he does happen to grab him, I pull it up top here like this and hide it up here. Okay? Like Gene Mills half. Okay? But I hide it here like this. And I keep this hand deep, and I'm straightening this right arm out. You see? So even if he does happen to grab it with his other hand, even if I can keep this arm straight, it's a lot easier for me to just shove it down in there than if it's bent. And then he has an easier time. So when you're around the body with this, shove this arm straight deep down inside of this thigh, and he'll have a really hard time trying to peel that hand out. Even if he gets a hold of your fingers or something, you can just kind of relax your fingers and just keep shoving your wrist down in there, and you won't be able to pull that hand out. Okay, so when you're on top here, your head is supposed to be in the center line of the back. I like to keep this right foot up because that way I can shove my knee right into him. As soon as the whistle blows, I can just go boom, hit him right in the butt, shove him straight forward. Okay, so I'm sitting here, I got my head in the center line of his back, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so the whistle blows and pow, I'm inside somehow. I'm somewhere in here. I'm attacking this rib cage, okay? This is the goal, his valuable area right in here. I've got it in here somehow, I'm wrapped around him deep and tight. Okay, I'm tightening him, and my hips are just glued to his hips. Okay, now, from this position, what I like to do is I like to take this elbow here, and I like to shove my right arm down deep into his thigh. I like to circle around to the left side or the near arm side and pull this elbow up with my elbow here. And at the same time, I put the pressure into him and down as I circle to the left side. Okay, and then from here, you can grab this wrist, pull it in, put the pressure on, throw legs. You can do a lot of things. Okay? But what you're doing basically is bumping him around so that he's off balance the entire time. So you're on top of him. You win this race. You get in here, bump him to the side. Okay? If he recovers, suppose you break him down and he recovers, he comes back to his base, you go to the other side. And you bump him to the other side. He recovers from there, you go to the other side. Okay? And you just keep switching sides, back to back. Just bump with one elbow, then bump with the other. Okay, but you got to keep this arm or this arm tight, whichever arm you're not bumping with into that crotch area so that he doesn't have a chance to. A lot of times what will happen is you'll be riding a guy on top and you notice you've already got this arm around the body, and that's good. Now, sometimes what I like to do is I like to shove, when the whistle blows, I like to shove my right arm deep around this waist here, like this. And then I come around to the opposite side this way. Okay, now I can either grab the ankle here and lift it up, and then step through with my left leg over the top of his leg here, and hook it, and reach around, and throw in the cross-face Turk. So that is probably one of the most effective ways to stay in control of a guy when you're on top, because it doesn't matter if he comes up to his feet. As a matter of fact, you almost want him to come to his feet so that you can put in that step through Turk. So supposing this guy stands up, but you've already got this arm in really deep, okay? So he stands all the way up, and then what you do is come around, boom, lift, step through, Turk. Okay, now notice how I hooked this leg? The reason I hooked this leg is so that he can't turn into me, okay, and belly out. Because if he bellies out and he pulls this leg out, then I've lost it. So I've got to really wrap this leg deep. So when I lift him, after I've lifted him up, I want to really wrap this leg deep. Keep it in very deep, okay? Now from here, what I do is I take my hand, put it right across his face, and I lock my hands and pull his face right in towards me and Turk him, pin him. Okay, or you can grab him right here with the whizzer, throw him right back, elevate,